Peter got a Mercedes-Benz logo. Now he could finally show off in front of his father-in-law.
You remember how you said I'd never amount to nothing?
Is that a Mercedes?
Recently, a big thing happened in Quahog. A cargo ship loaded with brand new Mercedes-Benz cars sank near the coast. Until now, those cars were still at the bottom of the sea. The owner of the goods decided to give up on these cars. Whoever could salvage the cars could keep them. That afternoon, Peter went out to sea by boat with his friends. They were thinking of salvaging a few cars for themselves to drive. Soon, the fishing nets started to move. Unfortunately, what they fished up was a dolphin named Billy. Billy was very grateful to Peter for setting it free. In order to repay kindness, it volunteered to dive to the bottom of the sea to help Peter salvage a car. After a while, Billy came back, but it only brought back a Mercedes-Benz logo, because the car, which weighed several tons, was really too heavy for it to drag. However, Peter didn't mind. He was quite satisfied with just having a logo. When he got home, Peter immediately called his father-in-law and showed off proudly.
My God, who could be at the door at this hour?
Later, Peter was very reluctant to open the door. He found that the dolphin Billy from that day was standing at the door. Billy said that it had helped Peter get the logo, and now it hoped that Peter could also do it a favor. It had run away from home after having a quarrel with its wife and wanted to stay at Peter's house for a few days.
Peter, who is it? Is Meg dead?
It's that Dolphin. I think he wants to crash here, and I have no info on Meg.
Since then, Billy had been staying temporarily at Peter's house. Lois wasn't happy about this at all, because she had to cook one more meal every day. But the children were extremely happy. They thought it was really cool to have a dolphin living in their house. That night was the monthly family movie night. Peter spent a lot of money renting a DVD of Alice in Wonderland, but Billy had a different idea. It wanted to watch a documentary about Japanese dolphin hunting, The Cove. Although Peter wanted to stick to his choice, considering that Billy was a guest, in the end, the whole family had to watch The Cove together. After going back to the bedroom, Peter complained to Lois. Billy was quite interesting at first. Now its temper is really getting more and more annoying. Lois also thought that Billy had already repaid its debt of gratitude. It had just helped Peter get a Mercedes-Benz logo, but it had been staying here for several days. Early the next morning, Peter found Billy and wanted to talk to it about leaving. But before he could open his mouth, Billy asked him if he had a good time with the Mercedes-Benz logo. It also said that one logo wasn't perfect and it was willing to help him salvage another one. Peter immediately agreed. He even began to fantasize about the scene of himself wearing a pair of Mercedes-Benz earrings, being sought after by many fashionable people, and then reaching the peak of his life. As a result, this conversation still failed to solve the problem of getting Billy to leave. Unconsciously, a month passed. Billy had stayed at Peter's house long enough, but it still had a problem. Its wife hadn't forgiven it yet. Peter specifically followed Billy, wanting to help mediate the conflict between this pair of dolphin couple. While they were talking, Billy's wife swam over. Peter's way of persuasion was very straightforward. He swore in front of the image of Jesus in the sea, saying that Billy had realized his mistake and missed its family very much. At this time, Joe appeared not far away dressed up as Jesus in the sea. Finally, the two dolphins hugged each other again.